Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Move up and center yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. We're happy you could join us at our Zoom Angels Landing service. One announcement is that Marion Brannon died recently. Marion was an occasional speaker for us at Angels Landing, and she was serving as a spiritual leader at Unity of Toledo. Coming together here today, we create a collective divine heartbeat. May we who gather receive the nutrients needed to grow and recognize the divine mystery within. May we experience the reflection of divine love in each other and ourselves. May our circle always be sacred, honoring the healing, teaching, receiving, and growing of each spirit that enters. May the truth always abide and peace always bless us. Please join me in saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Okay, smudging everything here. Good morning, everyone. I actually pre-recorded our talk because it came to me a few days early, and but I wanted to first say that the dedication and the merit of this particular service is dedicated to my sister Miozen, Marion Brannon. I'm so glad you guys made that announcement. She was a Buddhist sister of mine at the Buddhist Temple of Toledo, and we get special names when we take our vows there. My name there is Miyoho, and hers is Miozen, so we were the two Mios. And she's a very, very dear friend of mine. I was fortunate enough to have lunch with her just before her diagnosis, and I look back and feel so grateful for that time. So my talk today is dedicated to her, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get it started for you. Hello, happy Mother's Day. I have a reading that I'd like to start us with. It's from Jamie Sam's The 13 Original Clan Mothers. After the destruction by fire that ended the first world of love, the 13 original clan mothers were created as the healing aspects of Grandmother Moon and Mother Earth, representing all that is beautiful in woman. As parts of the original dream, the 13 original clan mothers came to walk the earth. forming the sisterhood that bound all women together as dreaming counterparts in order to manifest the original dream of wholeness on the physical plane. These seeds of inner peace were planted in the hearts of every human's female side. Today, this original dream of wholeness is being nurtured in the hearts of women worldwide and is being birthed through their shared visions as they open their dreams to the light of love and build those dreams in tangible form. During the making of this legacy of woman dream, the feelings that would need to be shared among women in order for the human tribe to heal were sealed in Mother Earth's tears. These tears were the medicine that would transform the pain created when the first world of love was destroyed by greed. The hearts of the human tribe had been wounded, and from those deep and jagged wounds, fear and separation were born. The two-legged children of Earth no longer trusted one another and feared that they had been abandoned by the great mystery and the Earth Mother. It was for this reason that the love and compassion of woman was born. I just felt like that was a really powerful reading about the origin of us as our female, our feminine sides. So not just those of us who are mothers and not just women, but all of us as we get in touch with that part of us that's born of the space of love. And so with that, happy Mother's Day. Let's hold with deep gratitude all of spiritual mothers and physical mothers we've had, and we hold that soulfully as we think Lakshmi, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, White Tara, Mother Teresa, White Buffalo Calf Woman, all the 13 clan mothers, all the ancestors, our own teachers, my teacher, Dr. Goodall, my teacher, Dohan, Osho, to all the women that have given us birth, to all the women who raised us, to all the spirits in the tribes that have helped us, and to ourselves, to that part of us that gives us compassion, nurturing, unconditional love, to that part of ourselves. And we celebrate the feminine in all the men, in all the transgender, in every single soul and spirit, sentient being that walks the earth. And so we hold that deep gratitude in our hearts that they bring us these gifts, model for us, models what's to be, model what not to be, but teach us. So with that, I want to reflect a little bit on the gift of motherhood in my life, because in my prayerful space, I have always come to recognize that becoming a mother has been Great Spirit's most amazing gift to me in this human experience. The opportunity to raise a child, to affect a young mind, to rediscover life through the eyes of a young person. This has been one of my most amazing parts of my journey, and I feel so blessed to have had that experience. Being a mother to Avalon, has been the one thing that has probably drawn me out to be my very best self. So even when I want to be that best self for me, our questions of worthiness can sometimes get in the way. But when your child needs you to be your best self, for me, that's when I've shined the brightest, whether it's to help her or to model something and teach her. And in the process, I learned so much. So just take a moment right now to really recognize what the gifts of mother are in your life. Whether you've had a wounded experience with who you consider mother, find somebody in your life who has given you the gift of nurturing, who has given the gift of compassion and unconditional love. Just bring that person, those persons, forth in your heart. Close your eyes for a minute. Just visualize them and surround them with your love and gratitude. That person may be you, in which case, surround yourself with that gratitude and love that you were able to transform a wounded experience into a place of self-love, self-compassion. And as you send love and gratitude to that person, hold them in your heart and send love and gratitude to yourself for all the parts of mother you embody, and come back. One of the factors that I see in other mothers that have more than one child is the fact that no two children are the same. They can't be parented the same. They can't be treated the same unless it's, not meeting their needs correctly. So if you really want to meet that child where they are, we typically can't parent every child the same way. And if we do, there's something that we're typically struggling with or failing at. So that ability to recognize an individual who's your child or who's somebody that you deeply care for, somebody that you're nurturing, somebody that you're trying to demonstrate unconditional love for. The ability to be adaptable and flexible and meet that individual where they are is vital in today's world. It's an aspect of parenting that is missing in society as a whole. And that is something that every single person on the face of this earth could use more of that acceptance and unconditional love. We tend to see the differences in each other, and then we want to judge them and separate ourselves from people that we don't like or don't agree with or can't accept or respect. And we separate ourselves from them, forgetting that we're all one. Mothers especially have been forced into this lesson of being able to meet their child where they're at and figure out what that individual needs in order to grow and flourish. That might be different than the last child. If we could take that gift and bring that into society, whether it's to our neighbor next door or somebody in another country, the news stories we see on TV, all the crazy social media we read, we create these opinions about everything. And those opinions are driven by a lot of fear, by a lot of lack of understanding that comes from a place of needing control and power, needing to be the same as others, needing others to be the same as us. It's quite egocentric. And it's difficult to figure out how to navigate behind that veil of perception. So when we can get outside of that and sometimes relate to how mothers are with their children and recognize that the cultivating of those skills as a mother can be applied to other people, that's what brings the vision of the clan mothers forward. That's what brings the love. That's what brings the healing forward. And so as we really pay homage and respect and honor mothers today, I challenge you to think about what the nurturing, what the characteristics of mothering are that could help the world as a whole right now. We kind of go into this idea of what's the ultimate act. Well, unconditional love, is an ultimate act. Truly removing all conditions for compassion for a person, to remove expectations and judgments, stripping that away and allowing somebody to truly just in their own divine imperfection be lovable, be acceptable. In fact, be embraced and treasured. And we like the idea of doing that, but boy, it can really be hard to practice. And it doesn't matter what spiritual philosophy you have or what religion you come from. We have this golden rule, right, that kind of travels through all the different philosophies, whether we're looking at Christianity is the easy one. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Buddhism, we take the precepts and the bodhisattva vows, which reflect, in many instances, that same sentiment. The Native Americans, we respect all life. That is the foundation of Native American spirituality. All things are relatives. You treat all as one. And so again, that's this equality where we see each other and ourselves, and that unconditional love exchange is so important. The Hindus have something similar in the Mahabharata. Islam has reflections of this as well. None of you truly believes until he wishes for his brother what he wishes for himself. So that's even, a similar reflection, all a little different. I love from Judaism, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, from the Hebrew scriptures. That is very direct. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And part of yourself are your children. And sometimes we find that we can love our children even more than we think we're loving ourselves. Mothers especially, that feminine energy tends to love very, very deeply connected, very deeply connected. And so if we can take that level of love and just even get a glimmer of it that we can share with others, it transforms. It's transformational, this feminine energy that we talk about, that Jamie Sams talks about, that the clan mothers envisioned for us. So, criticism. Why? Having this golden rule doesn't really leave room for criticism. It doesn't leave room for tearing people down. It doesn't have to agree with anybody. It doesn't have to align with anything. It meets a person with differences from a place of love, not hate, not disrespect. It leaves room for not knowing. It leaves room for mystery. It leaves room for different experiences. It leaves room for more than one answer, which leaves room for ultimate freedom. And we get scared sometimes of that big amount of freedom. We get scared when people are different than us. We get scared when we don't understand. But this is the key. This is when we reinvest ourselves in the knowing that we are divine beings, in the knowing that other people are us, that we are all one, in the knowing and the faith that God has equal love for all of his creation and asks us to do the same. And so when we get nervous and shaky about somebody and we want to criticize and we want to judge, tap into that mother love, tap into that compassion, tap into that nurturing of the feminine, and see if you can't dig a little deeper and let that human experience of being a little one-sided, let it fade, let it go, let it be there, and still mindfully choose a different way to respond. Lead with love, lead with compassion. Seek the unconditional in that way, because that is such a huge gift. So being a mother, reflecting on motherhood, reflecting on the original gifts of the feminine, of healing, this is the energy that is so important right now. This is the energy we can invoke for Mother's Day. This is the space that we lift and hold up a higher vibration that has to do with the feminine healing power that we all truly have. Whew. Okay. So let's do a little work with that in meditation. Please close your eyes. Connect with your breath. And open your senses. What you're hearing, what you're feeling, what you're tasting. Feel your butt in the chair. Feel your feet on the ground, connecting down through Mother Earth. Opening your crown chakra, inviting in the wisdom of the ancestors, inviting in the wisdom keepers, known as the clan mothers, inviting in the grandmothers with all of their divine compassion and love for us. We invoke them to revive the woman's medicine for healing. We invoke them to empower this so deeply and so powerfully that it can balance the warrior way of the male spirit that has been creating too much chaos out of balance lately. The medicine of the feminine principles. Be awakened, be opened, and rise in each of us. Opening our hearts to ourselves, to each other. Kind of the easy part. And opening that spirit now to everyone you don't agree with, to everyone you don't understand, to all the children that have different ways and different needs that we need to meet and see them from a higher vibration on their terms, see what they need, and meet them with the love and compassion and nurturing that every soul is yearning for right now. Tap into that space and know that you have this inside of you. Recognize that this is being called forth right now, that this is your power to choose, and that you have all the support of the wisdom keepers with you. Breathe that in. Visualize people in front of you. Visualize a person of every color, a person of every religion, a person of every ability, a person of every orientation and gender, a person of every political stance. See them in front of you and recognize that we are all one. Send all of them your unconditional love. And be at ease knowing that we don't have to be the same in order to heal. Now I want you to let that energy wash through you and receive it as well. Know that you are worthy of receiving all of the unconditional love that the world has to offer you. That every divine being can see you as a unique aspect of God. That you stand in your light. That you don't shrink back. That you don't need to react, but you can breathe and respond from this higher place. Receive that. Come back into the room slowly, recognizing that this is a most sacred and beautiful day to awaken this in us and to allow our efforts to awaken it in all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love to you all. Blessings. Aho.
I have someone special with me here today to help me sing.
Happy
So-
Mother's Day!
For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I have in you, I'll be forever thankful. You're the one who held me up and never let me fall. You're the one who saw me through it all. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed. I'm everything I am because you love me. You gave me wings and made me fly. You touched my hand, I could touch the sky. I lost my faith, you gave it back to me. You said no star was out of reach. You stood by me and I stood tall. I had your love, I had it all. I am grateful for each day you gave me. Maybe I don't know that much, but I know this much is true. I was blessed because I was loved by you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed. I'm everything I am because you love me. You were always there for me, the tender wind that carried me, light in the dark, shining your love into my life. You've been my inspiration, through the lies you were the truth. My world is a better place because of you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. I'm everything I am because you love me. Don't start crying. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Okay, I'm not crying, you're crying. Oh my God. Oh, wow, you guys, just like total goosebumps. Ah, what a beautiful gift. Thank you so much. That was like this really great surprise for me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish I had Avalon sitting next to me, but she and Doug are actually in the kitchen doing some surprise thing for me today. So, wow, you guys, that was so beautiful, beautiful ladies. Oh, whew, just lifted our hearts right up. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Oh. So our final blessing, I'm going back to Jamie Sams. She was the inspiration today. And this particular poem as a blessing reminds me a lot of Mioza, Marian. So I wanted to use it today in her honor. Gives praise. Thank you, Mother, for teaching me to lift my heart in praise, filling my spirit with gladness for the blessings of the beauty way. You have taught me how to sing, how to rejoice, dance, and drum, and how to show my gratitude for the abundance that will come. You have shown me the magic of a change in the mind and heart, an attitude made of the wisdom that celebration of life imparts. I sing the truth of thankfulness when I greet Grandfather Sun, then send my love to Mother Earth for the life force that makes us one. Blessings to all of the mothers, those that are with us, and those who have become the wisdom keepers, for those that are to be mothers in the future, for those that mother themselves, and for those who mother others. Blessings to you all. May you have a very blessed day, And thank you. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this day with you. Aho. Back to Bonnie.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Thank you for the wonderful mother-daughter duo. It's beautiful to hear that. Really very touching. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Deb, for your great Mother's Day message. And for all of you who joined us today, we're grateful that you could be with us to also be blessed. If you have any suggestions, please contact Deb or Melinda. We're always trying to make our Zoom program the best. And if you're able to give your love offering to support our efforts, that would be appreciated. There's information in the invite email that's sent out. There's a donation module for electronic offerings on our website as well. And you can send a check. We appreciate that checks be sent to Melinda's home during the shelter-in-place order. That address is also in the invite invitation. So we invite you all to stick around for some time to visit with each other. We'll take a short 2-minute break for those who wish to get up and stretch, get a beverage, and come back and visit. For those of you who do not join us, we wish you a great week ahead and hope to see you next Sunday. Goodbye.